Hi guys, it's me, Sam from the True Queens of Wax. My hair getting worse by the day. Look at my roots, man. Hannah is hopefully going to be colouring it tomorrow, so I cannot wait. We are on to week 3 of my week in wax. Hearing that you're loving getting the post-warming reviews. So, hang on, let me just check I've got them all. Right, so let's just jump straight in. I've actually got one that my husband threw the bag away from, so I was really annoyed. And it was a Dalai Lama one. So the one that he threw the bag away after I'd melted it all was Skittles. Absolutely amazing scent. Smells exactly like Skittles. Smells really strong. So it's in like the shape, it's like a cake slice, and I think it's about like, it's like a £5. I think it's slightly more because she puts all of the like 5 different layers, the rainbow layers through it. I like quite a decent chunk in my warmers, and I reckon I think I worked it out like maybe I'd cut it up into 10 bits or something. It lasted 3 candles each portion, so it is value for money. It's a beautiful smell, it's strong, it throws far. 100% recommend Skittles from the Dalai Lama. And I also 100% recommend Raspberry Gain. Now, you can ask to blend any of the Dalai Lama's scents together, and I specifically asked for Raspberry and Gain together. Again, it was, pardon the pun, beautifully strong, throws beautifully, a real mix of that laundry Gain scent with the raspberry, although I would say that the mixture of the two, the raspberry was stronger in this. It was just beautiful, truly beautiful, a truly great performer. So yes, definitely Raspberry Gain and Skittles this week from Dalai Lama. I finished both of those. You need to go to the Dalai Lama's Facebook group and join the list if you want to buy from them. Okay, so next up, let's go with, we had 2 from this company this week. This is Sixth Sense Wax. Now, there are a couple of companies online called Sixth Sense Wax, so definitely check whoever I have tagged in the video. We've had loads from Sixth Sense, and they've all performed really well. In fact, everyone to date has had a review. I had a mixed bag with these 2 though, so I've got my first one that I wouldn't review. Hannah's melted it too, and she wasn't loving it. It was Strawberry and Lily, and it just wasn't very strong, and it didn't throw very far. Which is very, very unlike Sixth Sense Wax. Very unlike it. Like I said, everything. And I'm sure, is it like one of them is Hannah's? It might be like Rose wanted, and she ordered tubs of it. Like an amazing company. The other one was Belle, which is the perfume dupe. Amazing. That had 3 little cubes. I put it in. There were little cubes. I put it in a warmer in one room, and it came out of that room, it went into my kitchen, which is a very large space, and it filled it, and I was like, what the hell? So that's the normal Sixth Sense things. I think Strawberry and Lily is just a random one-off. Every company has one, that is theirs. Belle, 100% recommend. It's so pretty as well, so pretty. It's a dupe of, is it La Vie Belle? Very, very, very pretty. Do some really good perfume ones, and I'm not even into my perfumes. Right, what else have we had? This one was an interesting one. I did actually pop up a review on the page this week. So this is Wax Fairy Wax Melts, and this was Exotic Bloom. This is a laundry dupe of the Exotic Blooms Lenore. It is laundry, but it's a pretty laundry. Sometimes they can be very heavy, the laundries, which I actually don't mind, but this was a lot prettier. Oh, it smelled, in the box, it didn't smell that strong. It smelled, I could smell it, but I was like, okay, I don't know how well this is going to perform. And I put it in my wax warmers, and I think it took about 40 minutes, and I was like worried. I was like, this isn't going to perform here, and that's unusual for Wax Fairy Wax Melts. I was thinking this isn't going to work, and it took time to build, but my word, once it had built, it was beautiful. It was lovely and strong. It smelled so pretty. I think even if you're not huge on laundry scents, this one is sort of laundry-esque, but with that prettiness that you would really enjoy it. And then it lasted, and I put another candle on for it. Yeah, I mean, it was good, but don't panic in the first half hour if you're thinking, I've bought a dud. You have not bought a dud. You just have to wait a slightly bit longer, but the wait is worth it. Let's go with Just Melt. This is Just Melt Wales. I've been so impressed with this company. So impressed with them. I've just bought my advent calendars. Hannah and I always buy 2. I'll do a video soon to release which ones we bought. And I must admit, I went looking on Just Melt Wales's website. I was like, I want one of them, but I don't think they do them, or they're not releasing them yet. Right. And sorry, Just Melt Wales, if you now bring it out, I'll have to remember for next year because I have bought my other ones. This was Malibu Barbie. Right, now I don't know the scent description for this, but it's got to have like, it's tropical. It's got to have, is there coconut in there as well? Like papaya, mango, passion fruit, that kind of scent. Those, oh, it was so good. And it was a really, really good strength. That one little pot, I actually put one pot in my kitchen, which I would never do because my kitchen's really big. And I thought I'll put it in there and I'll start it in there because it smelled so strong that I was like, that will never not be strong. So let's put it in the kitchen and I'll move it in to a different room if it doesn't do it. And it did, filled the whole lounge. If you love your tropical fruity scents, Just Melt Wales, Malibu Barbie, loving the name. Definitely a hit. Next one, oh, another fruity one. Still on my fruits. Paradise Pop by Colour Crush Gifts. Another really strong, tropical. Oh, that's amazing as well. I know these scents and I'm like, I think that's got passion fruit in it. Passion fruit or peach? Oh, or mango. Passion fruit, mango, papaya, peach. All the peas. Apart from the mango. It hasn't got a P, has it? Again, an amazing performer. I would go as far to say as that is my favourite. I've had another pot of this. That is my favourite Colour Crush scent is Paradise Pop. Genuinely. Very good. If you love your fruity and your tropical. Then we have got, Autumn Raspberry and Amber Rose from the Cottage Wax Melts. Now this was sold to me as God's gift to wax melts, and it is such a good scent. You get the raspberry, you get the rose, the amber's in there, but it's not too heavy, mystical, you know, like amber can be. It has got autumnal vibes, but it is very much a bridge between summer and autumn. It's not heavily autumn. And it's almost got like a bit of a perfumey scent to it. It is lovely and an amazing performer. So I think we had 4 hearts. I gave 2 to Hannah and I kept 2. I put 2 in my lounge. Normally 2 little hearts would maybe give a background scent. I don't tend to put, unless I know they're going to be strong, but I put it in there because it smelled strong, and it was. It completely filled the room. Absolutely amazing. Autumn Raspberry and Amber Rose. Go to Cottage Wax Melts and get that if you like your pretty sort of perfumey kind of scents, and you're not quite ready to stumble into autumn yet as well, but you can't keep doing summer. That's literally the bridge. And I also melted this week Nag Champa from Cottage Wax Melts. I had 4 little hearts of these and I put 2 in each of my bathrooms because I wasn't quite sure if I was going to love Nag Champa. So I've used it in a blend before from Foxglove. I think it was Lavender Nag Champa. They might call it like Lavender Champa, something like that. And I loved it, but I did think the lavender was probably improving that for me. But this actually really impressed me. It was really strong, which is good. I thought it was going to be a mystical scent. I thought it was going to be sort of along the lines of something incensey. Well, I have really loved an incense one recently, so you never know. But it's not. It's prettier than that. It has got that vibe, I'm not going to lie. But it's a vibe of it rather than being a whole mystical scent type thing. It's kind of prettier than that. I think I would have been happy with that in my lounge in terms of the scent. Having not just put it in the bathroom because I didn't think I'd love the scent so much. If you love Nag Champa, that is a great strength. lasts a long time as well. I think I put it on sometimes in the bathrooms. It's just easy to keep the candles going. So yeah, Nag Champa, definitely, while you're ordering the autumn raspberry and amber rose. Which leaves us with 3. Bum Bum scented wax from Sense and Sensibility. I wasn't so impressed with this one. I don't think it performs very well. I was kind of looking forward to melting it because it was just brand new and a new scent for me. And if you like a lighter scent, yes. If you want to put it in a smaller room, yes. I wonder if I went too big. It was lighter when I smelt it. So yeah, don't let that put you off Sense and Sensibility. Anybody that follows our channel will know we absolutely love them. I've got tons and tons of pots of them. Some of my favourite scents are from them. It's just that Bum Bum is not for me. Then we have Happy Halloween Foxglove Fragrances. Now, I have no idea where Foxglove Fragrances get their fragrance oil from, but I did Google this quickly because I bought this last year and I used half the tub last year, I think on Halloween. I think I reviewed it on Halloween. And I had half a tub left and I've put that on this week. It is candy, basically. It smells like sweets. It smells like jelly beans, but if you want to go to Sense and Sensibility, do amazing actual jelly beans. This is kind of like half a jelly bean. And then if you mix it with, I don't know, some red fruits, the raspberries, the strawberries, that kind of thing. I don't know where they get their oil from, but I do know you can still buy oil called Happy Halloween. So whether that's the same oil, I don't know. But that does mean that there might be companies out there this year that are selling this one. The scent is beautiful. I love the scent. I love it. And it's sweet, but not sickeningly sweet. It's strong enough, but I have to say it just kind of breaches the True Queens of Wax limit for like background scent. So if you love super strong scents, this probably isn't for you. And I used quite a decent sized chunk in each of 2 burners in my lounge. And it was there. I'm not going to say it wasn't there. It wasn't like I was like, can I smell it? I could smell it. It's just not overly strong, which, to be fair, for something so sweet, is probably pretty spot on. Just because something can be made strong does not mean it should be. But if you're another company sitting there right now, I don't know if Foxglove have gone back to making this for Halloween this year, but if you're another company right now thinking, oh, should I buy that oil? I think, do you know what I think? Should be just totally honest here. Foxglove can make everything seem strong. Like, every wax they do, I don't think we don't have duds. Like, they're all good. So, and they haven't made a dud out of this, but I suppose what I'm getting at is if they can make everything good, if you have any doubt about your wax blend or how well things throw with it at all, I'd probably stay away from this oil, because Foxglove have done it, but they may have just done it. So if you struggle, do you get what I mean? Do you get what I mean? But anyway, that's that. So we need to have a top 5 time. So, not top 5, top 3. I'm going to do top 3 for strength, top 3 for scent. And I should have thought about it before I did it. Let's do strength first. I am going to go with Just Smelts Malibu Barbie. I'm going to go with 6 Scents Belle. And I'm going, oh, this is hard. I have to say the Cottage Wax and the Dalai Lamas were really, really strong. So they could all be groped in there. But I think I'm going to go Colour Crush's Paradise Pop as well. So those 3. But to be honest, I could have gone with the others. Would be great. In terms of my favourite 3 scents, it's hard. Do you know what? I could probably put Just Melt back in there and definitely Paradise Pop. I could put Belle in there, but I know what I'm going to go with. I am definitely going to go with Autumn Raspberry and Amber Rose. That is a great new scent. I am going to go Raspberry Gain, and I'm going to go the one I don't have, Skittles. Those 3 would be my favourite 3 scents this week. Okay, guys. So that is the end of Wax, My Life in Wax, week 3. There were a couple of other little bits of wax I think I melted out of pots, so eventually those pots might become empty. I am very aware I've had some requests to do a full wax stash video, which I'd love to do. So the idea is getting everything out of the cupboard. And I mean, my stash isn't as big as many people's stashes, but it's still, well, I say the cupboard, I have 2 cupboards filled with it. So it's getting it all out and setting it all up. So if I can find the time to do that, I will. I did think I should do a video. I have a few wax melts, tubs and things and bars that I'm like Hannah on. So Hannah hoards certain bars and certain scents because she said she can't possibly melt them, because if she runs out of them, then she won't know what to do. So she literally just sniffs it and puts it back in the cupboard. And I do have a much smaller selection than Hannah has of that lot, but I did think I should do a video on ones I refuse to cut and ones I refuse to melt, because that will be interesting. And some of them I've melted before, and it's just like, this is the latest time and I can't do it. And so I might get around to doing that too. I'll make sure that on the Instagram post there are little clickable links to all of the people you've heard me talk about today, so you can find those companies super easily. And hopefully I will see you next week for my week in wax 4. But at the moment it's just 3. Cool. I hope you have a great week. Oh, Hannah and I have got our boys on residential trips this week, our eldest. So we are super duper nervous. And super hoping they have an amazing time. And literally yesterday we had a message from the school saying that one of the poor children in the class has tested positive for COVID, which means they can't go, which is awfully sad. And it's meant that all of the rest of the kids have had to have a negative test yesterday and a negative test today. I swear to you, obviously they're so excited, sitting with that thing just watching for 15 minutes was potentially as excruciatingly painful as waiting for my GCSE results to come out. Just the sheer thought that this thing might come up as positive and he might not go, and he would be so devastated. So I'm hoping that the rest of the class are able to go, so it can still go ahead, although that fills me with sadness, because obviously this one person, or if not more, it might be a no for them, which is, it's just unimaginable. I was sitting there with my husband yesterday saying we're going to have to think of something. So if he does come up positive, like, we're going to have to think of some special treat, because it's such a big deal to them, isn't it? They're Year 6 residential. But yeah, so that is the stress of our week. I think we're going to be stressed all week, and there's definitely going to be some stress melting. So I might have to go dig deep for the lavender scents or the feel good scents, I think. Anyway, that's all from me. I'll stop chatting and I'll see you next time. Bye.